Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to TBC Classic and our Dwarf Warrior Hardmode playthrough. I just crafted 5 pieces of spiced bread, restores 61 health over 18 seconds. So now we'll have something to eat while we're out there in the world. And with that, I think we're ready to go around town. We're going to pick up all the quests. I'm not going to read them all as we pick them up. We're going to grab them, I'll take a look at the quest objectives, and we will read them once we set out to do specific things, if that makes sense. Let's come over here, and we'll grab our first one from Ragnar Thunderbrew. Alright, Ragnar wants us to get 6 Cragboar ribs and a mug of Rhapsody malt.
Be good.
And I don't want to forget that there's a bunch of quests over at the little transportation depot where we found the mining trainer. Tools for Steel Grill. Deliver Steel Grill's tools to Belden Steel Grill. I don't know where that is. We'll take it for now. I'm not seeing any quest on the minimap inside the building here, so we won't go in there. I feel like there were more. Just in the town proper. I guess I'm just remembering incorrectly. I could have swore when we first came into town I saw many more quests pop up on the minimap than just the 2 that we have. But let's head over here. Probably fight a couple boars on the way, see if they drop any ribs for us. Now we do have a recipe for roasted boar meat, so we need to be saving all of our chunks of boar meat that we get. Alright, there are a bunch of quests over here, and the little fetch quest we got apparently was to lead us over into this area.
You got my attention.
Ammo for Rumbleshot. Bring Rumbleshot's ammo to Hegnar Rumbleshot in Dunmoreau.
Safe travels. Here there.
The Grizzled Den. Gather 8 Wendigo mains and bring them to pilot stone gear.
Be good. What can I do for you?
And Stalking Jetstream. Gather 4 chunks of boar meat and 2 thick bear furs and deliver them to pilot Bellafits at Steel Grills Depot.
Safe travels.
So the chunk of boar meat we already have is going to go towards this quest. I'm assuming that means we're not also going to be able to use it for crafting.
Interest you on a pint? Off with you.
And that didn't chain into anything else, so yeah, that was just to get us to come over here. Alright, so we don't have as many quests that I originally thought we were going to have. It seemed like at first we were going to have a ton of things to do right off the bat, but that's not the case. Let's talk about the Wendigo mains and see where we need to go for this. Driving a siege engine isn't for everyone. It takes an iron grip and nerves of steel. Lucky I have both. How about you? How's your metal? Want to prove it to me? Well, I'm looking to make my engine troll plow a little more cozy. How about you get me a heap of Wendigo mains from the Grizzled Den west of Karanos? Boar meat and bear fur we can find along the way. Ammo for Rumbleshot. I don't remember where he is. Hegnar Rumbleshot sells guns off the road to Anvilmar. Riflemen and mortar teams spend a lot of time... Oh, we saw these guys. Spend a lot of time practicing out near his shop. Okay. And that was also to the west. Let's follow the road back until we find those guys. And then we will head north from there. I think this is the Wendigo cave right here that we can just barely see on the map. And I'm sure in this open area we'll find bears and boars and all kinds of good stuff. That being said, we'll take out any that we find anywhere, even on our way back to town here. Guys, I have to say, it has been unbearably hot where I'm at. It's been hotter in the last, like, week or so than I really ever remember it being in Michigan my entire life. Before this year, I spent 5 years living in Missouri, and it was incredibly hot there all the time. From the beginning of June until, like, the end of September, it was basically, it felt like 100 degrees the entire time. But in Michigan, I don't remember it ever being quite this hot. Not this late in August. And yeah, as it would happen, my air conditioning went out about 3 days ago. So, hottest days of the year, and I had a feeling this thing was going to go out too. I'm grateful that it lived as long as it did into the season. It could have been much, much worse. Could have went out on week 1. And now, you know, just trying to wait it out for some cooler weather that's on the horizon here. But it has been interesting to try to move about and be productive in a day. With the heat that's going on. I hope wherever you guys are at, you're staying nice and cool. I'm very much looking forward to the weather cooling off and being able to take my dog for walks in the morning. As opposed to everyone just kind of laying around lethargic for large chunks of the day. Seems like we're gonna get most of our boar materials before we get farther down this road. We haven't got any boar ribs. Oh, of course. There we go. Sometimes all you have to do is complain about something. Yeah, I was gonna say, why are we not tracking minerals? I kind of expected it to be in this list, but it's not. You have to go here, and we have to pick between treasure and minerals. That's good to know. I hope we haven't passed by too many nodes. Let's zoom this out a little bit. I have to say that from some of your guys' feedback, testing some of these rules, and from thinking it out, it's going to be a lot more difficult to craft armor for ourselves from blacksmithing than it was from leatherworking, so... And by difficult, I mean it's just that the material is less. We're going to be finding less ore than we would ever find skins. I had thought this was the guy's camp. We are going to go back here and grab this copper vein, though, obviously. And yeah, I'm gonna have to be really attentive to my minimap. I'm not always in the habit of looking up there. Because obviously for skinning you don't really have to. So I'll have to start doing that a little bit more as we're out and about running around. Otherwise I'm sure we're going to miss a lot of nodes. And I'm sure you guys will let me know when that happens. I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, we actually have all the bear fur, and if I were looking at my quest objectives, I would see that. Yeah, I really expected... I expected this to be it. Oh wait, what does he need? Maybe I just don't have what he needs. I don't have his ammo. Let's read the quest. The last crate of ammo I sent him got lost along the way. My courier said he was camped near the grizzled den when Wendigo chased him away, and the fool left Rumbleshot's ammo behind. Okay. This is why we read all the quests before we head out, and not the first paragraph. Hey, at least we know where he is now. We just have to go up to the Wendigo den, find his ammo, and kill a bunch of Wendigos for the other quest we have. So at least they stack. That's always good. It's a lot of failed attempts. Still need 4 boar ribs. And I'm fine killing a bunch of these guys. Any excess meat we get, we'll be able to use for our cooking. Alright, we've aggroed a juvenile snow leopard. I'm hoping that the Wendigo will drop some cloth for us. We haven't fought any humanoids yet that have actually been able to drop cloth, so that has to start happening soon. I do have to say that, like, honestly, for me, the way the warrior initiates combat with the charge is probably the most enjoyable way to initiate combat in this game. I just love charging in and then immediately firing off that rend. There really isn't another opener that feels that good to me. Like, the stealth and the backstab were okay, but it just took kind of like a long time to set that up in some cases when mobs would have like high stealth detection. You'd have to kind of creep around behind them. I do like me some warrior, that's true. And I hope our shield maiden here has a long life so that we can all enjoy our time on the warrior. Alright, here are the Wendigo. We still need boar ribs. It's a really low drop rate, which is like I said, part of me is fine with it, because the more we get to kill, the more kill experience we get, the more meat we can get. I'm finding that when you are actually working on your professions, the rewards are cumulative, so we're getting kill experience, we're getting the meat, we're getting a quest done, and all that feels really good. Wow, that was a huge detection and aggro radius. I feel like he pulled from really far away. He hit us with some kind of ice breath, but it didn't do any kind of status effect. It must have just been straight up damage. Kind of getting worried about our inventory. We don't have a lot of silver. We have no silver. We don't even have a lot of copper. So I need to be able to pick up everything to sell it. Because yeah, we're going to need more bags. That's the first thing we're going to have to spend silver on. Now that we've paid for all of our professions, we have to get some bags. But one of you guys also let me know that the training cost for warriors is also pretty high. So we're going to need silver for that too. See, like, he turned around, and as soon as he turned around, he aggroed us. Eventually my brain will figure it out, and I'll stop before that happens, and we'll be able to charge. I'm thinking maybe there isn't a big reason to go into the back of this cave yet, unless the ammo is in there. I don't see it anywhere. Well, what's that over there? Let's take another look at the quest. He was camped near the grizzled den. Let's go have a look at this over here. Yep, look at that. So that's where the camp is in relation to the Yeti cave on the map. Alright, so that's done. We have his ammo. We can take that back to him before we head back to town. But let's go get the rest of the Wendigo mains we need. And yeah, unless we kill all of them on the outside of the cave, I don't know that there's a good reason to risk ourselves by going inside. I worry about getting surrounded by respawns on the outside. And just the close quarters and their high aggro radius pulling a bunch more than we want to handle. So I think we're going to stay out here for now. See how that goes. Like this guy who just like, oh god! Look at that. Yeah, this is why we're not going into the cave. Oh dear lord, I've made a terrible mistake. I think we're gonna be okay. Only because there aren't a bunch more aggressive mobs out here where we're trying to run away to. Otherwise, we'd probably be dead. Had they landed any hits on us and had they dazed us, basically, if we had gotten dazed there, high probability that we would be dead right now. And that would be death 1 of 3. We don't need that. Not this early. Do you guys see that one back here? He's like literally sprinting about. And the others are young Wendigo. He is a full-grown, mature Wendigo, level 7 to our level 6. Oh look, this one's coming out of there now. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's pull him way back here in case another one runs out of there. That's crazy. That is some crazy mob behavior. That's something else I'd like to see in Classic Plus, like change up how the enemies and areas act. Change their AI, make them do crazy stuff like run laps around their cave. That would be really cool. Like make them move in bigger groups together. Like stuff like that would be pretty awesome for like a Classic Plus. I mean, that's to say we ever get a Classic Plus. We know that at some point now we're gonna get a Classic Fresh Start. And for me, honestly, and this might get me some like big hate, I don't know, I would rather have a TBC Classic Fresh Start. Because I feel like there's a lot of quality of life stuff in TBC. Like if we're not getting Classic Plus, I would say you'd want to make it a TBC Fresh Start. But I feel like they're going with Vanilla Classic Fresh Start, which is not nearly as interesting to me. I like a lot of the quality of life changes and the class balancing changes that happen in TBC, not to mention the experience needed to level changes. Like, without changes, the Fresh Start servers, to me, they only offer a higher chance to get into those leveling dungeons. And that's all fine and good. I like dungeons a lot. 5-man dungeons are probably my favorite content type. However, I've done all those dungeons over 15 years, so it's not like any of it's going to be new to me. It's going to be, like, stuff I can share with you guys that we can kind of go and experience together. But as far as like new experiences for myself, that's not gonna cut it. So I'm hoping that we learn more about Classic Fresh Start soon, and that when we learn more about it, I hope that we learn they're gonna make some changes. Preferably drastic ones. Because anyone who wants, like, the classic experience can still go onto a classic realm and have that classic unchanged experience. Granted, there's no one playing on those realms. And that should tell you something right there. Oh no, we've done it again. Let's pop Stone Form, and let's run. We only have 88 health, so... And with that, I think it's going to be time to eat some of our food. I'm trying to hold off on eating as much as possible because we don't have a lot of food right now. And we're committed to making our own food, so... I need to just not go back here at all. That would be smart. We only need one more main, so one of the guys out here should get that for us. And there we go. Alright, we're gonna head back down and turn in the ammo to Rumble Shot. And yeah, there really doesn't seem to be a lot of minerals here. I'm gonna try to kind of hug this mountainside here, and on the way back we'll hug the southern mountainside, and we'll just kind of see what we can find as far as copper, because yeah, we need some copper, boys. Maybe in the Wendigo cave there'd be copper, but I don't know if it's worth risking going in there. Let's just kind of get close to the cliffs over here and see if we come up with anything. Doesn't seem like it. Absolutely nothing. We do still need boar ribs, so I shouldn't be passing all these boars up without killing them. Nothing back here. I think that for this playthrough to be successful, I am going to have to spend some time off recording gathering ore. I think that's basically going to be unavoidable. I mean, that being said, this area would be a leatherworker's field day.
How are you?
Alright, here's your ammo, buddy. Great, more ammo. Old Losler's shipment finally came through. The ammo might be late, but just like my granddaddy used to tell me, late's better than never. Wow, that's some real sage wisdom there.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Good job, WoW Raiders. There had been a node back here. Let's see if it maybe popped back up. Doesn't look like it. That's a big negative. I'd really like to get all these before we get back to town, so I'm gonna have to prioritize killing some boars here. But I'm still interested in heading back here. I just want to see if there's ore back here. It seems like if you were gonna put ore somewhere, you'd put it by the mountains, so... just doesn't seem to be panning out in this case. Well, that's really cool. We got plans for a copper chain vest. +1 strength. Requires 8 copper bars. And we only have 5 copper ore. So that gives you kind of an idea of what it's going to take to make anything. Even to make a shirt for our shield maiden here. Because she's got to be getting really cold at this point. Oh, look at that. There we go. That's a copper vein. Oop, that's a cliff. Oh, jeez. I have to say, my heart kind of dropped into my stomach there for a minute. Like, please don't let death 1 be from fall damage. Oh, that'd be embarrassing, but... it would pretty much be on par for me, so... narrowly avoided, however. Alright, well that was a good find. Let's take out this leopard here. Oh, he aggroed. I'm hoping that after we train our level 6 abilities, we'll have the coins left to buy at least 1 extra bag. I was hoping we'd get lucky and that an enemy would drop a bag for us. Sometimes that happens, and it's really great when it does. In this case, it didn't happen, On the rogue, it happened only after we bought full bag slots. Then we got a random bag to drop. So I'm gonna buy at least one bag and then kind of hold out to see if we do get a drop early on. I've noticed that with bags, you usually either get them to drop in like the main starting area or not at all. I haven't got a lot of bag drops at higher level now that I think about it. I wonder if that's by design in some way. We still don't have all of our boar ribs, let me point out. We are sitting on the 4 that we've had for a long time. And that needs to change because we are back in town, basically. There we go, that's 5. Where can we go? Let's head between these 2 ridges here on the map and maybe we'll get some ore. Oh look, you have a quest. Oh, this is the guy whose quest was a gray exclamation point before, so we must have opened this up at level 7. Sanir Whitebeard wants us to explore Frostmaid Hold and kill 5 Frostmaid headhunters. The hold is southwest of the village.
See you soon.
Southwest of the village is like towards Coldridge Valley. Is it gonna be this little cave over here on the other side of the Grizzled Den? Huh. I don't know. I can't think of where else it would really be. But anyway, we need one more Cragboar rib, and then we need to buy a Rhapsody Malt from the innkeeper. So let's head this way. Alright, there we go. We got what we needed for the boar ribs. We didn't find any ore, so that's a little bit disappointing. I'm gonna make a little run here around this mountain range and see if we can find anything. He hit us with an ability called Ice Claw, which increased the time between attacks by 100%. That's very bad for us, and we are getting low on health. Let's go ahead and eat. Kind of thought this guy would drop. There we go. Yeah, there really aren't a lot of copper nodes, are there? Alright, well then. Now here's a thought. You know, the rule states that we have to craft our own gear for those certain slots that we can craft for. It doesn't say that we have to mine our own ore. So, what do you guys feel about this? I mean, this is expensive too. This is not an ideal way to go. And we couldn't do it right now, but maybe we could do it later. What do you guys feel about buying ore off the auction house? To me, that's still like pretty impactful because it's going to cost us, and we don't exactly have a lot of coins. A lot of the coins we do have, we have to spend on other things, so But it could be something we could do at some point. Like I said, right now it's just not going to happen. We don't have the money for it, but
What's on your mind? What's your back?
turn in the Wendigo mains.
What's on your mind?
Let's see. Evershine. Reginald Barley Brew experiments with his brews. Some of them taste good, some bad, and some, well, some will lay all but the stoutest dwarf flat. He lives at Brunel Village, west of Keranos, and one of his drinks, Evershine, is what I want. It'll help keep me warm while I'm out on the cold road, and the blessed stuff burns so hot I can throw it in Jetstream's furnace for a burst of power. That's weird. If it's rocket fuel, you probably shouldn't be ingesting it. But what do I know about dwarf physiology or anatomy? Maybe they can process rocket fuel in their little dwarf livers. And so the Rhapsody malt, we got to get back in town. And now we have another quest to pick up in a building over here that maybe we missed the first time. Let's go take a look. Alright, Operation Recombobulation. Upon further analysis of the Nomergon situation, it would appear as though we not only failed to eradicate the Trogs, but we also happened to ruin most of the Gnomish, turn most of the Gnomish race into horrific, mindless, evil-doing leper gnomes. Ozzy and I plan to reverse the horrible leper effect with our latest invention, the Recombobulator. Bring Razzle Spy Sprockets and in Karnos 8 restabilization cogs and 8 gyromechanical gears.
You have a great day now.
Great. Probably could have paired that with another quest, I'm betting. Let's see. Oh no, it's orange, so that's okay. It's okay that we missed that. If we missed it, it might have just opened up at level 7. Let's get back into town here and see about buying the Rhapsody malt.
Well met.
And before we do that, let's sell everything we need to sell here. And let's try not to sell any of our quest items. Okay, I think we're good. There's the Rhapsody malt. And I want to make sure that I set this to our home. I'm not sure that we did. There we go.
How are you? See you soon.
Alright, the question is, should we go to Brunel Village? Or is Brunel Village going to be in the direction we're heading anyway? Yeah, west of Karnos, southwest. So Brunel Village is probably going to be over here. And then the Frostmane Hold is going to be down here. We'll take the road, it looks like, out to the west. And it should get us right there. Let's go smelt what we can. It's not going to be very much. And, well, I don't even know if we can do that in here. We need a... Don't we need a forge? Yeah, there's probably going to be a forge over at the other workshop, right? Actually, the blacksmith was over here. The mining trainer was down there. Let's go check over here and see if he has a forge. Yeah, that'll work, I'd say.
Great to meet you. Be good.
Oh, we can't learn this until we are blacksmithing level 35. So there's that. However, we can make some things. Let's make a vest and the pants for sure. So let's create one vest. One pair of pants, and maybe we'll have enough to do the bracers, I think. Nope. We are 1 bar short for the bracers, so we'll be able to do those next time. Sharpening Stones. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and do this for the skill ups, right? And then we can use these on our weapon. Increase sharp weapon damage by 2 for 1 hour. See, we have a blunt weapon, right? We're using a mace, so I don't think this is going to be something we can use on our weapon. We would need an axe or a sword, I'm assuming. Alright, there we go. Not much more protection from the cold, but at least it is something new. It gives us a lot more armor. So that should help us out quite a bit. I'm really happy that we at least had enough copper to be able to do that. It gives me some hope that we will be able to make some decent gear for our shield maiden here in the coming episodes. We are going to take a break here, guys. Next time, we'll head out to the west, and we will explore the Frostmane Hold. We'll do this quest over there for the gnome, and see what else happens. Hopefully find some more ore, and we need to start getting some linen so that we can level up our first aid. We'll see how that goes as well. I'm thinking the trolls will probably be a good source of that, but we will have to see. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate all the support that you've shown on the series, and all the comments you leave me. I do try to read them all, so thank you so much for sharing your experiences and your thoughts. I really love hearing from you guys, so take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other, and we will see you back in Azeroth sometime soon. Bye now.